Hi, it's Erica.
Yeah. Welcome
Welcome to Two
to Two
Singles and a
Singles in a
Pod.
Pod. Today's episode is about online dating. So grab your wine and let's
Tequila.
get into it. Oh, tequila.
Oh, okay, sorry. There we go. We're
Obviously,
ready
she's
now.
had some tequila, but let's get into it. And I just want to tell you, cheers. I am drinking Wilson Creek wine. I don't know if you've ever had it, but it's
No,
life
never.
changing. Oh my God, it's life changing. I love it. It's the best. It's my favorite besides Stella Rose. This is it. They have a winery in Temecula that I love to go to.
Ooh, okay, I'll have to try it out. I am drinking water today because pre today I have had way too many martinis that I need to, get out of my system now. So
That's good. So, have you ever done online dating?
no, but I know so many people who have, and it's either like
Mm-hmm.
50% super good or 50% terrible.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yes. And
Okay.
I have so many horror stories for you today. But I
Oh,
don't
I'm
want you to look
excited.
at it and be like, "Oh, online dating's terrible," because some people might find love, whatever. But it's wild. I actually have to. I had to go back on there because I haven't been on online dating and look up some of the messages before I can share them with you
Uh huh.
because it's insane. So I don't know if you use like Tinder or Bumble. They have Facebook dating. They
I've
have
heard that's like the
Hinge.
newest thing.
That is the newest thing. Hinge. I've never really used Hinge. Was a
Okay.
Bumble and Tinder kind of girl. I did like Facebook dating when I would be like on and off again, whatever. I'd be like, let me look and see what's out here. I need a little confidence boost. It's definitely eye opening. I mean, you see so many like gorgeous men that you're like, ah, yes. This is
Yeah.
like being single, but then there's so many creepy men. Like so many. The
Hmm.
most handsome men are usually the creepiest.
That's so sad.
I'm not even lying. Like, a message that I received one time was, "Hey," and I was like, "Hey," and he said, "Here's my address," and I was like,
Wait, what?
"Nope, just like straight address. Just here's my address." Like it didn't say here's my address. It was just
The
5543.
address.
Yeah, the address, and I was like, question mark, and he said, "Come over," and I was like, "Can't you take me to dinner first? Like, take
I
me
should
out to
go to dinner
drinks."
first.
Yeah, that's not even it. I've had men write me and say, "Let me eat your pussy." Not even a hello.
Wait,
Just
is this on like Tinder?
this was actually on Facebook dating.
Stop.
Not even a hello. Not even a hello. He straight said,
He
"Let
got to the
me eat
point.
your pussy. Let me eat your pussy." And I was like, "Okay, blocked." Man, if you're out there and you're listening to this, please do not write a girl that you've just seen a picture of her face and say, "Let me eat your pussy." First of all, gross. Like, I don't want someone to just ask me that and they don't even know my name. They don't know anything
Right.
because half of the people can't even pronounce my name by at glance. So you don't know my name. And then you're just saying, "Hey, let me eat your pussy." Gross.
Like I would get it if it was like Tinder or like
Mm-hmm.
that kind of like
Mm-mm.
dating app, but the fact that it was like Facebook dating or just like anything other than Tinder is just kind of like I think you're on the wrong app, buddy. Cuz like
Well,
Tinder is just like hookups, right?
Well, no, because I was just gonna say, so sometimes like I've met guys on Tinder and they seem more into something better than that guy or other dating things.
Okay, but they're known for like a booty call type of thing, right?
I would say yeah. I would think so.
That is so crazy.
Isn't it
Okay.
just like nuts? Sorry,
What
I
was the
adjusted.
have you ever had like a good experience with online dating though? Like a good or like a good interaction? Because it sounds like it's been terrible so far.
I have. Sorry. I just spilled a little of my wine. That's the second time. I
You're
know.
good.
I I know, crazy. But I have had some that I'm like, "Oh, I mean, it's doable." I've met some nice
Okay.
guys. I've met some weird ones. But I feel like maybe in 2023, more people are like, "Yeah, I online date," than people in 20.
Okay, yeah, that's a big gap right there.
I feel like it's evolved so much.
Yeah.
I feel more people are online dating than
Okay.
before. I feel like before people were like, "Oh, we met at the grocery store, that's our story." You know what I mean? And I feel
Classic.
yeah, like today actually at work, a lady I work with was like, "Yeah, I met my boyfriend on online dating and we've been together for I think she said 8 years." I'm pretty
Wow.
sure she said 8
Okay.
years and I was like, "Oh, 8 years?
That's insane.
That's
That's
crazy."
impressive.
Isn't it
That's
like
given like how bad and traumatizing it can be.
yeah,
I feel like you have more like the chances of you having a bad interaction are higher versus like having a good interaction when it comes to online dating. So it's so wonderful to hear like success stories like that they've been
yeah.
together for so many years or they're like happily married now or they met their current boyfriend during online dating and it's like how did he get so lucky? Like
Well,
I don't
my
know.
question for you is why haven't you ever done online dating? Like what's steered you away from it all these years?
Honestly, I'm a chicken. Like just hearing all the bad stories that people like tell me about, I'm just like, oh no, it's already bad as it is, like being out here live and in action. I just don't want to add more to it. But also, like, there are so many creeps nowadays. Like, I never know if I'm gonna like bump into one, you know? And it's just like, I really don't want to find out. Like, I don't want to.
I think it's important if you're going to online date, meet in a public place.
Yeah, for sure.
Always meet like at a bar or a busy restaurant. Don't go to their house.
Absolutely not. No.
No. I don't care if you look at them and you're just like, I want to smash them. No, go to a bar first and then go on the next date and do that or something.
Like, even if it was somebody that I've already seen in person and he were to
Yeah.
ask me out on a date, I would never go over to their house. Like,
Yeah.
no, come on. Like, even if I did just want to like smash, I would never. Like,
Yeah.
let's go out in a public setting and then we can have some fun. But no.
I think online dating is the only way to meet um another person at all, I think. I think it's hard because we've already said like approaching and stuff.
Uh-huh.
That's already hard to do. And I think
Yeah.
online dating when you're on the app and you know what that person wants cuz like on online dating it will say I'm here for I want to be in a relationship. I want to be just friends. I want friends with benefits or whatever. I really couldn't I probably should have looked that up to know
Mhm.
exactly what it says, but so you know, like, who you're matching and
Yeah.
what they want.
Right.
Something casual is what it says instead of friends with benefits. It says something casual. So
Okay. Okay,
so
that makes
you
sense.
you know, like, their intentions. So they're
Yeah.
already putting it out there, so if you're swiping right, you know that that person just wants something casual. So you're already going into it knowing that's just going to be light fun.
Casual.
Yeah. So you're not
Mhm.
going in being like, "This is my husband." Like, no, you can't go in thinking like that.
But see, like I would be that person to go in
Yeah,
thinking that.
no, you cannot do that.
I would literally grab my phone and be like, no, that's not husband. No, that's not husband.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's crazy. Online dating is so insane. I have done it, like, obviously, I've been saying, but I've been on
right.
a few dates of online dating.
What was your worst? What was your worst online date?
Okay, so this
Wait,
guy
let me interrupt you really quick. tell us the approach, like how it
Oh,
started,
okay.
and then how it went, like from beginning
Okay.
to end.
So I'm pretty sure it was on like I think probably like Bumble or Tinder. I really don't remember. Probably Tinder. I feel
Okay.
like it was Tinder.
Okay.
Yeah, because he messaged me first. Bumble, you have to message them first.
Okay.
I'm sorry if you heard my family screaming touchdown in the back. I don't know if you could hear that, but I mean, I
No, I
heard it.
can't.
Sorry.
Okay, good.
So he messaged me first.
Uh-huh.
After we swiped and it was like, oh, it's a match. I was like, nah, okay. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I go on there for a confidence boost. Sounds shitty, I know. I know. I'm the
I
queen
don't
of
blame
toxic.
you.
We've already know. So he swiped like, right, whatever. He said hi or like, how are you? And I said, great. And then he was like, so tell me about yourself. And I'm like, oh, I hate that question. Like, okay.
Okay.
So I'm thinking like, here we go. I always say I'm a mom, and that's really it. And then he asks, "Is my worst question ever?" Because I hate when men are so intrigued on what my race is. It's just so annoying. Like, so I have to tell 20 million people what I am all day long. I don't know why men
Hmm.
are so obsessed with that, but they are. So I tell him what race I am, everything I'm mixed with, whatever. And then he asks me what I do for work. I tell him what I do for work. And then he asks where I'm originally from. I tell him I'm from Minnesota. I forgot where he's from because it's irrelevant. Because once I tell you about it, it's irrelevant. And
Okay, got it.
um, so he asked me like, "Oh, do you want to meet up at a bar or something?" So I was like, "Okay, that's fine." So
Okay.
we meet at Born and Raised,
Okay.
and so I'm like, "Okay, cool." We go there. He asked me though. Okay, just want to point, paint the picture. He asked me, so I said yes. Okay.
Okay.
So we meet at Born and Raised. It's a bar here in Las Vegas. If you're listening from a different state, it's in Las Vegas bar. They're pretty much almost on every corner, I feel like, but they're great. It's like one of my favorite bars. I do like Born and Raised. They have a
Yeah.
really good, like, I think it's like a pomegranate tequila thing that I got. So I remember the drink because it was like purple, and I was like, oh, it's so good.
Okay.
I got my drink. By the way, he had me waiting for him. So I waited
Wait, how
probably
long?
like an hour. I'm not even joking.
Stop.
I waited an hour. Luckily, I can drink and be by myself. A freaking hour, and I was gonna leave, but he was like, "Hey, I'm on my way. I'm so sorry." Blah blah blah, and like he kept texting me, so I was like, "Fuck, I have to stay." Yes,
No.
yeah, an
Okay.
hour. So he waited an hour. He walks in, like acts like it's just like "Ugh, I'm here. Like he should be so grateful that I'm here. Like his attitude was so shitty. So I was like,
What
"Can I get
the? Oh
another drink?"
my god.
I got another drink because I was like, maybe he needs a drink to loosen up too, like help him
Okay.
out.
Okay.
He orders a drink. I'm on my second drink now.
I would have been on my fifth drink by then.
Well, I think I was on my second drink because I actually end up knowing like the bartender, so I was talking to the bartender for like a second or two.
Okay.
So, yeah. So he sat at the table, ordered his drink, acted like he had to be there, right? And so basically, he's like, "So let's get a hotel room." But here's before I could answer, here's the kicker. Okay. Let's get a hotel room. But you have a credit card, right? You could put it on yours, right? And I'm thinking, do I want
Shut
to do
up.
this? Like, do I want to be here? Like, what is this? Like, yeah, do you have a credit card? And I was like, no, like, I'm not gonna get a room. Like, he's like, yeah, no, it's like $49 at SLS. You wanna get a hotel room there? No. No. Ick, right? Gross. So I like was like, no, I'm not really like I have my daughter, I have to go home. Bullshit excuse, right? Because I'm thinking
Right.
like you're a
Yeah.
fucking creep. I just want to go home now because
For
you just
a
want to
fucking
fuck.
time. Are you kidding? Oh, I
Wait,
would have been so pissed.
wait, wait.
Okay.
So then the check comes.
Please tell me he did not make you pay for it.
He was like looking at me, and I was like, I got it. And he's like, oh, okay, cool.
No.
Yeah. Wait, wait.
Absolutely not.
After all of this, we go our separate ways. He texts me and asks me, "Can I borrow some money?"
You're lying.
I'm not lying to you. I'm not. Mhm.
What the?
Yeah.
There is no way that happened to you.
I literally want to drop his name, but I'm not going to. Yeah.
No. Did he ever like wait, what did you say when he asked you for money?
No.
And then
Absolutely
what did you
not.
say?
But I just need like a little bit of money. I just need like $100. I just need a little bit. Can you cash app
No.
it to me? And I'm like, when a grown man asks me to cash app them something, cash app is not a fucking bank. You don't even have a bank. Gross.
I assume you never talked to him again after that
Never
night.
talked to him again. I even let him follow me on Instagram and I blocked him and deleted him. Like I blocked him. Then he like I guess made another. Sorry if you guys got static on that part because I hit the mic. But he got another like Instagram and tried adding me, and I was like, stop.
No.
Yes, I swear.
No.
I swear. Mhm.
Mia, that is what a fucking bomb.
A bum.
Okay, not only did he show up an hour late, but he acted as if it was a privilege for him to even be there in the first place. Like he just blessed you with his presence.
Yeah.
Third, he made you pick up the bill after asking you to put down your credit card for a hotel room.
Mhm. Wait,
As
can I
if he
just tell
even had
you?
a chance.
Can I tell you what he did for like work? I guess he used to play basketball overseas, so I know they make like a little bit of money. So obviously you fucked around your money because he didn't play anymore. He was like done playing because like whatever. I don't even know why. He
Oh,
told me why, but I was thinking, so you obviously fucked off all your money because you're a broke ass bitch. You don't even have your own place or your own shit. You live with somebody. I forgot who the fuck he lived with, like family or some shit. But I'm like, you're not even like you had all that talent and you wasted it.
oh my gosh. Wait,
Mhm.
did he even tell you why he was late in the first place?
I think I forgot what lame excuse he used, but I was just like, suck my dick pretty much. Like, I don't care. Because I'm never late. If you tell me to be somewhere, I'm going to be there on time. I'm
Did
always
you
on
guys
time.
plan this like
Yeah.
days or like weeks in advance?
Like days in advance because you can't ask me to hang out like that day because I'm going to tell you no. Yeah.
Okay, let
Your
me tell you a little
face.
story. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, oh my god, I am so. This just
Triggered.
opened up something else for me. It has
Tell me.
nothing to do with online dating, so I'm gonna sidetrack a little bit. But your story reminded me a lot of something that happened to me. Earlier this year, I was talking to this guy, and all was going well. Whatever. I thought the vibe was there, right? He was an
Mhm.
attractive looking guy, smart, whatever, right? So we got on a few dates. First date, I think we went out to dinner or something. And he was like 10, 15 minutes late. Like you, I am never late.
Yeah.
Okay. Unless it's an unforeseen circumstance, right? Like
Yeah.
something came up.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That's
even then, like I'll let you know, like, hey, I'm on my way, but like blah 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 happened, or like I'm stuck in traffic. So this guy is 15 minutes late. He's like, hey, like sorry, I'm on my way. I got stuck doing blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, cool, no worries. I let it slide, got to the date, we're having dinner. Whole time, the whole conversation is about him. Okay. And I'm like, okay, cool, I get it. I'm like, okay, let me try to brush it off, like whatever. No big deal. Second time we hung out, he was almost an hour late. Like he was like 45 minutes late. Okay. And this date was planned weeks out. Like I want to say 2 weeks in advance. Okay. Not a hey, running late, nothing. To like we were, let's say we were supposed to meet at like 7. At like 7:20, he was like, hey, I'm on my way. I got stuck doing blah blah blah. And that same blah 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 that he was stuck doing was the
yeah.
same thing from the first date. And I was like, okay, like you could have controlled the situation because you knew about this date, prior to your blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
And he gets her. Mia, I was pissed.
Well,
I
yeah.
was like, I
Rightfully
was
so.
more mad at myself for waiting there. And I
Yeah.
had sent him, I was like, don't even bother coming anymore. Like, it's all good. Like, I'm going to go home. He's like, seriously? Like, I'm already here. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, you're already here. I'm here. Let's just fucking, like, do this
Yeah.
shit, right? So we go to do our activity. I forgot where we went. But we get there. He like pays for our tickets, cool, whatever. And then he's like, sorry, like I know like you're mad at me, da da da. And I was like, I'm not mad, like I'm just annoyed that you made me wait so long. You didn't tell me. You're like, if you needed to reschedule, you should have told me. So we go on with our day, blah blah blah. Whole time I'm annoyed. He can tell, but he tries to like ignore it. And at the end of it, he was like, so like what now? And I was like, so we fucking go to our own place. Like, you think I want to keep hanging out with you? Like, you were an hour late to our date. Like, you didn't respect my time, which means you didn't respect me.
Correct.
And then he gets upset because I say, oh, like, yeah, like, I'm going to go home. You go home. Because he wanted to get it in that night.
Yeah.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? No, no. And I think it would have been well if he was just like more respectful of like me and my time and like more mature in that way. But because of that, I was just like, yeah, no, this obviously isn't gonna work. And I did try to give him the benefit of the doubt and like hang out with him more, but I was just like, yeah, no, sorry, this just isn't it for me.
Yeah. And that's just, I think when someone's late to date, that's just being disrespectful, point blank. It
Yeah,
is. I think it's just you're not respecting that person's time and you don't give a fuck about what that person, like, you don't care. But,
exactly.
men, when you're posting on online dating, right? And you're trying to get the girls, let me give you some advice. Please, like, honestly, take this advice. I don't know what women's
Okay.
pictures look like, but I want to give men some advice to maybe they can get some more women or get the right woman. Stop posting pictures of you and 10 of your friends, even 3 of your friends, and then we're guessing who you are, and then we realize you're not the hot one. When we realize you're not the hot one, we're like, left. Okay? Also, I'm serious. Stop posting pictures of showing your children. Don't do that. I don't want to see your child on your dating website. Like, I get it.
People do that. Guys
yes,
do that?
yes, yes. I love my child more than anything in this fucking world, but she's not going to be on my dating profile with me. Like, hey, this is me and her at Disney. Like, no, fuck,
No.
no. Stop
Like
doing
the
that.
dating profile is like about you. Like you really
Yes,
want to like basically sell yourself.
yes,
Right?
and you're not selling yourself with the baby in the picture. You're just making me feel like I understand you're a great father or whatever. That's fantastic, but I just don't think you should have your
Oh my
kid's picture
god.
on there. I don't think you should do it. Second, I have seen some fucking strange fucking things on dating websites. I am totally like, if you are a man that wants to wear women's underwear and whatever, that's whatever floats your boat. But we don't need to see that in your dating profile picture. We don't need to see it. I love that you're trying to be your authentic self. Kudos to you. But I don't need to fucking see it yet. Surprise me on date 3 with it, okay? And talk about it then. But I don't need to see it then. Also, love a man who travels. Those are great pictures. Fabulous pictures. But we don't need to see you and other women traveling with you. Whether it's your friend, your sister, your mother. We don't fucking know who that is. We're just like, damn, he's in a picture with another woman. Stop.
Oh, stop.
Stop it. Stop taking pictures or having old pictures with you and another woman and covering their face with like a smiley face and you're like, oh, hey, whatever. Stop doing that. It's weird. It's weird. Stop. No girl is like, yes, let me swipe right for him. I want him and the girl in the picture. No, it doesn't happen. It doesn't really happen. I'm sorry, men think that it happens. Also, the couples. If you ever see me on a dating website and you're a couple, I'm not fucking interested. I'm not.
Hold on. What do you mean couples? There's couples?
Yes. Oh my god, you yes. There will be like a full like couple.
I thought this was just like
No.
individual profiles,
No, there's couples. There's couples.
like people who are doing like open relationships.
There are men who say they're in open relationships, absolutely, but there's also couples that are like man, woman. Sorry, man, woman, and they are freaking like seeking another woman, trying to make it a throuple up in there. Absolutely, yes,
Oh my god, no,
yes,
no,
yeah.
no, no, absolutely not. You lost me.
um, that's another. Just
No.
stop doing that. Um, kids, friend. I hate the friend group. That's like the number one thing. I'm like, guys, please stop. Please stop.
Do you think they think that they look cool by doing that?
I
Because I
think they
can see
think
that.
maybe, but it's like I'm looking at like I if that's the first picture I see, right? And I see the hottest one there, I'm like, fuck, I hope it's him. And then I keep scrolling and it's not him, I'm hitting left. I'm like,
Damn.
no.
Okay, wait. So you have the app open and like I'm assuming their profile comes up. You
Hmm.
can like go in and like see like
So
stuff
they put like
about them.
5 pictures on there. They'll put like I'm 6'10" and I'm a Libra and I'm Catholic or Christian. I have
Okay.
children. I want children. I don't want children.
Oh.
I'm looking for a relationship. I'm looking for something casual. I don't know what I'm looking for because there's a lot of I don't knows on there. And then sometimes they put like stuff in their bios. One time I don't ever put things in my bio really because I'm just like I just don't. And this guy said, "Are you too cool to put stuff in your bio?" And I said, "Yes, I am. I am
But
too
isn't
fucking
your
cool."
bio like what drags them in? Like I've seen like
No, let's be
TikToks
real.
of girls who
Let's
are
be
like
real. It is not the bio. It's your picture. Let's stop it.
no, but like no, okay, listen. I've seen like girls or like guys post like
Mhm.
TikToks about their experience and they're like show
Mhm.
like the message
Mhm.
and it's like a response off of their bio. Like so they'll have something stupid or like funny on there and like someone will swipe up or whatever you guys do on like however you message on there, they'll do that and they'll
Mhm.
respond or like comment off of the bio.
Yeah. No, I have enough on there to be like, you know, because
Okay.
already, like it depends. Like Bumble asks you like 3 questions and you answer those 3 questions and you put that on there. I'm
Okay.
always like, ask me about myself because if I'm sitting here giving you my whole fucking life story, what the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about?
All right.
What are we talking about? We're talking about what you just read, and I'm just already like,
So like at the end of the day, it's like if you're physically attracted to them, then that's when it really like
that's when you start the
ends up working out.
conversation.
Okay.
Absolutely. You're a liar if you say, I'm not into the pictures, because yes, the fuck you are. That's what you're looking for. And then
Yeah, no,
most men are always like, when they message you, and then this is the kicker.
oh
I rather
gosh.
somebody FaceTime me than me send them a bunch of pictures of myself.
What?
So after you like say you decide to give the man your phone number, right?
Uh-huh.
You're like learning. You're like, what is this? I know.
I'm I'm so stressed and I'm not even like doing this.
So you give the guy your phone number after you guys talk a little bit about bullshit. You
Okay.
move to the next step, the phone number, right?
Okay.
Or I hate when they're like, give me your Instagram or Snap. I'm not 12. I'm not giving you my
Girl,
Instagram
the
or
fuck?
Snap.
I have oh my
Exactly.
god. Okay.
So then you give them your phone number.
Mm-hmm.
When you get their phone numbers, they're like, let me get a picture of you. And you're like, okay, let me get one of you full body. And you're like, okay,
Okay.
let me get a picture of you without anything on it. Like no clothes. No. No.
Oh.
No, I'm more like FaceTime me. We could talk really quick. Let's do that.
Oh, okay. Okay, I mean, like, I understand, like, the, hey, like, send me a picture of you, like, contact picture type of thing.
Yeah.
Cool, but, like, they really get, like, that up front. Like, Okay,
Yeah,
have you
they
ever
will
been like
literally
sent
ask.
nude?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Oh my god.
they will ask. They don't give a shit. I
Has
would,
anyone ever sent you just like
yes.
like randomly a dick pic?
Yeah. I gave this guy my phone number, right? I thought he was like super cool, right?
Okay.
And then
Oh my god.
the moment I got the message, it was of his dick. And I was like, who is this? And
No
he's like,
context,
no,
nothing.
no. And like said his name, and I was like, oh, because I didn't think I recognized it, because I didn't. And then he was
Stop, you
like,
did
yeah,
not say that.
yes, I did. And then he said, like, did I want to like see him and recognize it? And I was like, no, I
Oh,
don't.
it wasn't good. It wasn't a good one.
It's not that it wasn't a good one because it was a good one, but I was just like, you're a fucking
Oh,
creep.
oh damn. Sorry, buddy. You lost your chance. You could have had
Yeah,
her.
exactly, exactly, creepy. And they're
I
like good
hate that.
looking. It kills
But like,
me.
you know what? Not just with online dating. I know that's like the main topic today, but even with like social media or just like random like text messages that you can like if you had someone saved on your contacts and you just like deleted them because you don't talk to them anymore, years after, like they'll still send you like weird pictures like that. Or I feel like it's more so like social media. Like I've gotten, I'm not even gonna lie, a few on Instagram, and I'm like, who are you? Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have
Mm-hmm.
you as a friend.
I
Like you
am.
feel that like brave to send me that. You know what I could do with that? I could expose you to the whole
Yeah,
world.
absolutely. You know what kills me is that I'm gonna give you a few little things. There's a guy who messaged me recently.
Hmm.
I don't know who the fuck this man is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know who he is. And he
Okay.
said, hey, I said, who is this? And he told me his name, and I was like, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. He sends me a picture of him. He's a nice looking guy, but I still don't know who you are. Like, I don't
Wait,
know
he
who
sent
you
you
are.
this where? On
Um,
Instagram?
no, he texted me. So I must have given this man my phone number at some point, but not recently at all. Like,
Okay.
not within the last year or two, for sure. So I was like, who
Oh
is
wow.
this?
Okay.
And then he proceeded to tell me that I gave him my number 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And he was like, I'm in Vegas. And I was like, I don't give a fuck.
I'm in your
Delete.
city. What's up,
Yeah.
girl?
I was thinking like, I'm not even in Vegas at the moment right now because I wasn't. I was in California. But two, I was just
Oh
like,
my god.
no. And that's the thing is, once he sent me a picture of him, I didn't reply back because I didn't know who he was. I literally was like, I do not know this man. This is a trap.
That that is insane.
It's,
Like,
yeah, that. And then there's this other guy. I don't even really know his name. I just put Southern Charm in my phone as him because I'm assuming he's from the South. Is the reason
oh,
why I said that. I don't
okay.
fucking know. I'm assuming. So I don't know what
Huh.
his real name is. He doesn't live here. He does live in the South. I just don't know what fucking state. He messages me and asks me like, "Hey, come hang out with me today, right now." And I'm like, "Nah." And when he's in town, he'll be like, "I'm staying at whatever hotel. Come right now." And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "I'll pay
Excuse me?
for yeah, listen. I'll pay if you want to take an Uber before we can drink. I'll pay for this and that." And I'm like, am I a prostitute now? Because that's what it's feeling like. So no, I'm okay. Online dating.
No, thank you. Okay. Well, it sounds like you've had quite the experiences, all sounding very awful and
Uh,
terrifying. So far,
I
you're
was
not
just
telling me. But
I was gonna
have
say
you had
I've
any
had some
success?
I was just gonna say, yes, I have. I had a relationship with somebody that we started talking online first.
Mm-hmm.
Um and I was actually in a whole nother relationship, but I was
Oh,
moving to the East Coast. And I was in a
okay.
relationship with this psychotic fucking monster that we talked about previously. And I was like,
Mhm.
nah, I just like, want to see what's out there on the East Coast because I'm moving out there. I want to see what these men look like. Okay. And there's this guy on there and we were like talking and all that stuff like that. And I necessarily first wasn't like, ooh, like, but he was
Yeah.
so nice and he had really good personality. And I was like, all right, whatever. My whole way to moving on the East Coast, like we text the whole time. We would talk on the phone, whatever. I literally was in Maryland for a day. We met the next day. I think maybe that day, like the next day, maybe. And then we were together.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
What made him stand out from like the other guys though?
He was consistent. I mean,
Okay.
a lot of them were consistent.
Mhm.
But he really pursued me. Like he was definitely like, "Oh no, like I like her and I
He
want to talk
wasn't
to her."
sending you dick pics.
And he didn't send me dick pics. Not one. Not one. Not
Okay.
one. And he wasn't creepy. He didn't ask me automatically like what are you mixed with? He didn't ask those questions like what do you like to do for fun? Like he just like got to know me without asking me 21
It
questions.
flowed.
Yeah. Instead of being like, "So, what are your hobbies?"
Yeah.
"Oh, cool. So, you like reading?" Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like that.
What's
It
your
was just
favorite color?
yeah, it was just like, "Oh my god, I'm reading this book right now and blah blah blah." And he'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm watching this TV show. Well, you should check it out." And then I would be like, "Oh my goodness, this and that." Like it just really flowed really well. So that's a pretty good one.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. I feel like I've had more I don't know if I've had more success than not. But I feel like you message like fucking 200 men, and out of
Yeah.
200 men, maybe three are solid.
Whew.
Yeah. So that's
That's
what I'm
not a good
saying.
ratio.
It's not a good ratio. And I wonder, like, on the men's side of it, if women are just as shitty. I always hear, I've always hear this, and I don't know because I'm not dating any Vegas women. But I hear we are the worst. I hear that from every man. They're like, "Oh, you're a typical Vegas girl," and I'm like, "What the fuck does that even mean? What does that mean? Does that mean you're a typical Vegas guy? Like, I don't even think there's a typical Vegas guy. I don't know what that means.
There is.
Is there? Okay, tell me what you think a typical Vegas
It's
guy.
like it's like a fuck boy. Like they're just so ran through. Everybody knows either they know him or they know of him. He
Mm.
has like
Okay,
thousands of followers.
in all fairness, I truly believe that Las Vegas is so small. I feel like everybody knows everybody in
So
some way.
small.
In
So
some way.
small.
So
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't. It's ridiculous.
But it's like I could be saying, "Oh yeah, like I was talking to so and so," and they'd be like, "Oh my god, no way! I hooked up with so and so last year,"
Ugh.
and then they'd
That's
be like, "Oh my god, I hooked up with him in high school. He's like da 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 da," and I'm like, "Okay, well, damn, I don't want to talk to so and so anymore."
that was
Like
actually
that's
my
how small it is.
no. That was my favorite thing when I lived on the East Coast. Nobody knew who the fuck I was dating. I loved that.
Oh,
They
that's
like
good.
nobody knew him. I was like, hell yeah. But I mean, like in my relationship, whatever situation now, I don't think actually anybody knows him. Like I mean, I've ran into maybe one or two guys that know him.
Uh huh.
No women or woman has ever been like, "Oh, I know him. I used to blah 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 him." Thank God, because I would
Right.
be like, "Ugh."
You know, I think it's like if they weren't raised here in Vegas, then it's more likely for them to be like, "Oh, I have no idea who you're talking about." But if they're like born and raised here, it's like, "Oh yeah, I totally know who you're talking about."
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yeah.
so then I'm a typical Vegas girl because I'm sure there's guys that are like, "Oh, you're trying to." You know what? Can I just tell you a funny thing? This was really long time ago, like
Okay.
2014, long time ago.
Okay.
There's these two boys. I'm single at this time, okay? There's these two
Okay.
boys I was like hanging out with, right? Had no
Okay.
idea they worked together. They fucking worked together.
No.
Yeah. And you know how I found out? It's because I was Facebook friends with them both, right? And they were hanging out.
Oh my god.
Hanging out. And I was like, oh God. And the one, like, I liked one a little bit more than the other.
Of course.
Yeah. And then the one I liked a little bit more than the other was like, oh, you know him? Mm. And he was hella judgy about it. But it's funny because, like, we're still kind of cool, though. Like, me and that one. The other one, we're
Yeah.
not. Like, we're not cool at all. Like, I don't even. But yeah. Embarrassing. Could you
Oh
imagine?
my god.
Two men that you're like, you know, hanging out with or hooking up with, whatever the fuck. And they fucking work together.
But like, were
And
they cool with it? Because like, I'm
they didn't
thinking.
know.
Oh. Okay. Do you think if they knew, they would be cool with it?
I mean, they found out eventually.
And how did that go?
I mean, why stop hanging out with them both? I mean, it wasn't like, oh, you're like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody was like that, but they were like, oh, okay. So it was kind of like neither one of them took me seriously anymore. Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Because like, you know how there's like, well, in most instances, there's girl code, right?
Yeah.
And I've heard like bro code.
Yeah.
But I haven't really witnessed bro code. Because like, I'll have like, let's say guy number one will be like in my DMs and we'll be talking blah blah blah, and then guy number two would be friends with number one, and it's like, does your homie know that you're like
Probably not.
Like,
no,
like, what's going on?
Both of them online dating.
Oh my god.
And I mean, like, you could be I'm Facebook friends with people, and I don't ever think like, oh, this person's with that. Like, I don't put, like, I get it. You don't put that shit together. But the one that was like better looking and nicer, and I just like vibed with a little bit better, he put it together first.
Oh my god, what?
I already knew. I already fucking knew what was up. I already knew.
Okay.
I already knew because I saw that they were like, you know,
yeah,
coworkers. And this was like, he never said anything to me until like years like later. Cause like me and him were still cool. Like, we're still cool. And he was like, years later, he was like, you know, you used to hang out with whatever the guy's name is. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, I know. And I was like, oh, I know. But then I was like, it wasn't really like anything like that. Like, it really wasn't. And then he was like, yeah, that's just funny. Like, judging me hella hard. Like, hella.
Obviously, like.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, why are you judging me? You were his friend. You were his friend.
True.
So, how about that? I don't think they're friends now.
Probably not. I mean, guys are just as shady as girls, though. Like,
yeah.
If not, probably more.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just funny because, like, I always think about that. I was a total homie hopper Vegas girl. And that's so, but I mean, I didn't know. I mean, I definitely homie hopped when I was like a teenager, though. I totally dated like this group of friends. Yeah. Just dated. I didn't do it. I was pure and grateful. I just not even kissed them probably, but still I felt like so trashy like doing that when I was like, I date one for a week, then I date another for another week, and then I'm like, I don't like any of them.
You were such a whore.
I was.
Oh my god.
No, I've been through it. I just am really indecisive. So like, I'll like somebody. This is when I was younger. I felt like if I liked somebody and then they did one thing wrong, I was like, I don't like you anymore. And then I would move on from it. I just would, that's when I was like a teenager, I would like move on from it. And then, you know, when I got older, it's different. But that's the only thing I thought was funny is like, I met two guys on dating website and they happened to work with each other and be friends.
That would happen to you.
That would happen to me. And I'm glad it happened to me when I was like 23 or something, you know, like younger.
Yeah. Yeah, for
I think it was
sure.
like 24, 24, 23, 24. I'm glad I was like way younger because at 33 right now, I wouldn't even have the energy for that shit. I'd be like, I'm dating
Yeah,
this guy.
no.
I would like straight up right now if I was like dating multiple people and going on dates with them, I would straight tell them.
I don't think I would be able to do that.
I
Like,
wouldn't either, but
how do you make time for all of them?
I don't even have time for one person, so like it wouldn't happen. But
Exactly.
if I if I didn't have a child and I wasn't looking for anything serious and just like really wanted to have like fun and things like that, I could date multiple people.
Oh no.
I just wouldn't do anything serious with them. It would just be like, let's go to dinner here and there. That's it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I wish I could be that girl, but I would catch feelings eventually. Or
Mm,
like if they do something like that I don't like, I would just be
yeah.
like, yeah, no. This isn't gonna nope, next.
Yeah, I don't really catch feelings quickly, as we know. But
Yeah,
are you gonna try online dating?
absolutely not.
Why
No.
not? There's like, oh, I do want to tell you there is gonna be a part 2 of online dating. We are actually gonna interview a couple that met on online dating and to see where they're at, in
Yes.
their relationship. But doesn't that give you a little bit of hope?
Well, I guess I'll have to hear their story because yours wasn't very convincing.
I know. I'm really excited to interview him because I want to know on the male side of it of like what he
Yes.
saw. That's what
Yeah.
I'm excited to see because like I said, I have seen some crazy pictures. I have gotten even more crazy messages that I didn't even share because I just didn't even get to it yet.
Mhm.
But I will definitely on the part 2 mention them because I'm just curious to see
Yeah.
what, also what she has seen, you know?
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, like you said, it's gonna be super interesting to see it from his point of view because obviously you've given your point of view, a female's perspective, and I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of women could relate to you. So hearing it from a guy's point of view might be different, might not be. So I'm excited to
Mhm.
hear that. Hopefully their story is a little bit more convincing for me. So we'll see.
Yeah, no, I don't think mine was at all. But I do hope that men that are listening, please really listen to me about your pictures because you would get more or further along if you didn't post pictures like that. I mean, I could go on and on about your pictures and stuff. We also don't really want to see you shirtless at the gym. Like, we don't care. You go to the gym, that's cool. Just say you go to the
Mhm.
gym. We don't need proof.
Yeah,
If you do like a picture of you in the gym, it's totally fine to do a mirror selfie with clothes on.
yeah,
But clothes on.
absolutely.
Clothes on.
Yeah,
That's fine. But make it look like you're having fun going out for drinks or whatever, but just don't include 20 of your friends in the picture and no pictures of women in there. Cause like, no. And no duck
yep.
lips. You're like, what?
I can't stand that.
It's like, no. I don't even do that. I
And I
don't.
do it sometimes.
I'll do it. Okay, I lie. I do it with like my daughter in a picture. That's
Mhm.
it. I'm not by
Yeah.
myself, like, exactly. Exactly. That's it. That is it. So,
Yeah. It's okay for me to do it. It's not okay for you guys to do it. Sorry, not
per
sorry.
absolutely. It's absolutely.
Yeah.
But I hope you guys loved this. If you guys love it, please like, subscribe to YouTube because we're on YouTube now. Uh
Yes.
follow Spotify and Apple Podcast. Instagram, 2 singles in a pod, and it is the number 2 because people always
Yeah.
ask me that, and I'm like, it's like 2 singles in a pod, and they're looking at me like I'm crazy, but it's the number 2.
Like
TikTok, 2 singles in a pod, and anything you want to say, Miss Erica?
thank you guys for tuning in. And a little side note, I really appreciate all the positive feedback you've all been giving us and sharing our podcast to your friends, your family. Keep doing so. We really, really appreciate it.
I'm glad you just said that because I wanted to shout out to someone who's been listening in Berlin. That is amazing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Super much appreciate you. I hope you hear this and you love us, and we love you for that. So thank you.
Yes.
And we will be seeing all you single lovers. Ooh, too much wine.
The wine getting to
It
you.
is. I've been drinking a lot. I don't think you've noticed.
Thank you,
But
all you single lovers, for tuning in to another episode of Two Singles in a Pod. We will see you all next time.
yes, bye.
Bye.